What's going on, y'all? Another week, another geek. We're back at it with another episode of the Why I'm Geek show with the homies AJ and Chrissy Light. This is episode 160, and we're back with a double header. Arcane has finished, but before we get into this thing, bro, how you feeling today?
Bro, I'm doing great. I feel ecstatic to be here to talk
Yes,
about
sir.
Arcane. We don't want to discuss nothing else other than
Had to double
Arcane
back.
today. Yeah, Arcane, doubling back, finale. I'm Geek G. How you doing?
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited because when I watched this thing, bro, once I started the first episode, I didn't stop, bro. I didn't stop because I was just like, yo, I'm not getting spoiled. I'm not gonna mess around and see something I shouldn't, so I might as well just finish the whole thing. And it's got me to the point where it's like, bro, I gotta run it back. I gotta run back from the first season because it's like, yo, there's some things I remember and like some things are faint in my memory that I'm just like, oh, that did happen. Like, dang, this is how it all started. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, we'll get more into that as we're going. But first off, man, how you just feeling about like the fact that it's over? Like it's like it's done. There's no act 4. Like,
It's kind of sad, but when stuff is good, like I'm just glad I saw it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I know they're not gonna push it too far, or production's gonna get messed up, or direction. Season 3, we always wonder or speculate like, where do you go from here, and are you going to be able to wrap it up later? Like, will you have time to do more story? Like, say they launch a new arc, and really they need 3 seasons, and nobody messes with the next coming season. It's like, maybe we just scrap it. Like, it feels like they had a nice, clean cut story, and as sad as it was to hear they will not be doing a Arcane season 3. It seems like that was their original plan, even with potential we want more. They said, hey, we're not going to do more Arcane, but we might do more other League of Legends stuff, other stories. But Arcane itself wrapped up. So it's bittersweet, but I feel good knowing this is probably their main intention. And, they're not going to mess it up. You can't mess it up when it's over.
Yeah.
How you
it's
feel,
sad
G?
it's sad that it's only 2 seasons though. Like, granted, like, it's pretty long series, all things considered, but like, I don't know, bro. I'm sad. Like, I did not want it to end. Like, when I get shows like this, bro, like, I don't know, I get weird about TV shows when it's like I really like it. I won't watch it because I don't want to know what happened. Like, I want to know what happens, but I want to take my time to get there, And I just knew there was going to have a 3rd season, bro. I just knew. I was like, yo, we're coming back. Like, it's not over. Like, like the fact that it ended in like such a poetic way. And I was just like, dang, nah, it's really over, bro. Like, this goose is cooked. And who knows, bro? Like, I can see them coming out with like Arcane such and such. Not necessarily like Arcane season 3, but Arcane is the, franchise name, and then, maybe it's an Echo spinoff or somebody else, a different character spinoff type
different
thing.
lead character.
Yeah, but it might be like just this group of storytellers and artists and stuff like that. It's like, nah, we don't got no more story to tell. Like, this was it, type of vibe. So, I can't be mad because they had 2 bangers, bro. Like, straight up. If you had to rank each arc, because there was 3, like, how would you rank them? Just some quick hitters before we get into
I would
it.
definitely go Jace. Whatever Mel's storyline would be, because I mean, in this pod, I want to get into like.
Well, I meant like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, like those the 3 episodes.
For sure, Act 2, Act 3, and Act 1.
Okay, we got the same list. Okay,
Act 2 is pretty goated, and I think it pulls the most heartstrings, big conclusion, big narrative storylines drawing to a single focal point.
Yeah.
And it's really, really, really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Especially following Act One,
Yeah.
especially that.
Mm-hmm.
And Act One is not bad at all. Like Act One is really, really, really good. But they do spend a little time, getting people here and there, and we have that whole scene where Jace, Heimendinger, and Echo just blip
Boop.
off.
Yeah.
So it's just like, all right, it's always hard to rank those training arcs appropriately, but yeah, I would go 2, 3, and
Just
1. And
playing a
you
little catch
agree?
up. That's all they would. Yeah. That's all they were doing is playing a little catch up. Yeah, I would rank it 2, 3, but like 2 is different though. Like 3 is like standard good, you know,
Sure.
and then 2 is like peak fiction, and it's because it came out of like it's a story that they built, you
Yeah.
know, like this, like it could stand by itself type thing, and then 1 is more so like we're playing catch up to like how season 2 ended. I mean, season 1 ended, I should say. And it's more so trying to figure out where everybody's at and just playing Where's Waldo, you know?
Yep.
So, yeah, man. And it's no Jinx in that one, I don't think, right? I don't think she
Oh,
comes
they
into
show her
season 2.
fight in the alley.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? She fights in the alley and meets
Yep. Aisha.
Aisha. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So, let us know in the comments how would you rank all these acts, and let us know what your favorite one is if you didn't already. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Where do you want to start, bro? Because really all we have left to talk about is the last act, because we
You
talked
know
about the
what?
first 2.
Yeah, we could talk about anything, but deep
Yeah.
down right now, early in the pod, I want to
What's
know
the
your
question?
ranking. I want to know your
Oh,
ranking.
10 out of 10, bro.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10,
Oh,
bro. See,
give it a 10.
CTV. Must see TV, bro. Like, I just had like such a reaction to just how they closed off all these storylines, and like they really built this up to take us down, to build us up to take us down, and it's like a flux of emotions, bro, like throughout. And I really just want to know like what the heck is Arcane is, because we still never really got an answer to that. You know, still like mystery the way they kind of set it up. But yeah. Well, what did you rank it as you take your sip?
So you know me.
Yeah.
I gotta dig down. I gotta think about it.
Okay.
It's a 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece.
Yes, sir.
It's amazing, and I just feel like even this season shows you how much better content can get.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is definitely a floor where it could be good.
Yeah.
But Arcane has shown like, yo, we're not selling for good. We're going for great.
Mm-hmm.
Like animations got better, storylines got better, and something you said, they introduced the whole Warwick plot with Aisha in this season.
Yeah.
Like that's amazing. They already had so many characters, so many plots going. Like they didn't have to do all that, and it's amazing.
Where they
And
even got multiversal, bro, and it wasn't cringy.
They did, yeah. And it just goes to show, like, if more animation studios pop up because of this, it just shows you that it's possible. They even did like that 3-act format, which was interesting, and I think it worked. And even the releases of it, 3 episodes. It's fairly long. It could be longer, like 10 more minutes. But it just kind of like depends on the content of what you're showing. And an animated 3 episodes a week, I feel good, man. Like I really feel like this is a nice formula that more shows could follow. I'm not talking TV shows. I'm talking about any future animated things. And I just love it. I just think it's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. And they did League of Legends justice, because if you never played League, I mean, League is such a big universe already, and it's kind of confusing where all these champions come from and like where they were from and the wars that they're in, or the
how they
roles
got
that
their
they played.
powers.
Yeah, because essentially they're taking these heroes and throwing them into a battle arena. Uh, so it's just kind of different aspects anyway.
Yeah.
But to see it like in the actual world, not the game world or whatever you want to call it, it's
The
just so
Rift.
creative. Yeah, yeah, the Rift. Like it's just so creative, and it makes that League of Legends world even bigger. It
Mm-hmm.
makes their brand grow even better. And like we talked about a little bit, hopefully they do have spin-offs, which I believe they have confirmed there will be spin-offs.
Yeah.
Uh, we just don't know what. But yeah, this is what a 10 out of 10 masterpiece looks like, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we watched it, bro.
Okay. Um, I actually really like this format though for any type of show. Like, depending on like if it's a Game of Thrones, that's different. Like if we're getting like 20 episodes, or like not 20, but like a decent amount. It's rare we get 20 of anything anymore. But if it's like this where it's like a 9 episode series, give me 3 a week. You
Yeah.
know, because I get to really either sit with it or get answers to my questions, or just like can make a decision if I really want to watch the show or not. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of times that's what ends up either making people stay or leave. It's the fact that they gotta wait a whole nother week, and it's like, dang, am I gonna wait another week to see if I like this mid or not? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you've even said before, when we was talking about the Acolyte. It's like, man, if we weren't doing this pod, I don't know if you would have kept watching it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I done the catch up. The catch up.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, personally, I like the 3 format setup, and I also like when they just drop the whole thing. But um, when it's good, I don't mind like the one a week as well. But don't do it like Invincible, where you drop like consistently for like 4 weeks, and then we have to wait 6 months for four
Yeah, that's
more
pretty unbearable.
episodes. Like that's dumb to me. And it's like, oh
And what
yeah, we got part 2 coming out, guys. Like, nobody care, bro.
Yeah, what was really good about this too is like I didn't even watch all three like that day.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes I had time for two,
Yeah.
and like I knew I had another show in the on the weekend I wanted to really watch.
Mm-hmm.
So like, oh, let me watch some Arcane. It's shorter, and then I'm gonna watch the main show I want to watch.
Yeah.
You still have a show through that week, knowing Arcane is coming back with three more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's like
So it's like
comforting, bro.
Yeah, so it's like if like I could already get a taste of it, and I'm like, okay, well, I already watched the main show I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
What else do I have? Let me just go ahead and wrap this up. Um, and it just felt really good because then I was like, oh wow, I can't wait to see more, and I
Mm-hmm.
get three more coming up. Like that's such a better way of doing it. And we do not need 3 episodes, and we're gonna wait 2 weeks, and 3 episodes, and we're gonna wait two. Like
Yeah.
just have everything prepared and then roll it out the way you want to roll out. But don't do
Mm-hmm.
this really big long hiatus, or that new thing they like to do, the finale, and then a month later another. Like,
The
jeez, man.
deluxe. Be like
Yeah,
LeBron.
like you got to do like the finale one weekend and the second finale the next weekend.
Yeah.
Like give some space for it to breathe, for people to talk, gossip about it, theorize, and then
Mm-hmm.
go into it. Like, and
Yeah.
I think Arcane does a good job with these 3 episodes.
Agreed. Agreed. All right, man. I think it's time to get into the nitty gritty, bro.
Let's go.
Victor. I just want to start off with Victor.
Victor Von Doom. Oh wait, that's a
Nah, it's
different
different
one.
Victor. Different Victor. How do you feel about his like just how his story kind of ended, along with Jace's storyline? Because I feel like that was like it was dropping bars in this joint, like some major bars that I can't repeat because I don't remember them. But when
Mm.
I was watching, I was like, oh my, nah, they getting metaphysical, metaphorical, all the philosophical, bars you can get when it comes to free will and just like understanding people and what it means to be a person. You know.
Yep.
So like, what did you think about his I wouldn't call it a redemption arc per se, but more so like, stop it, get some help, like with Jordan.
Uh, really deep, really meaningful. And the reason why is because there's always that thing of like when you know everything, when you have all the knowledge, like what will you
Mm-hmm.
do?
Yeah.
And it really, really highlights that, while your good intentions kind of make sense when you know all possible roads or something like that, like
Mm-hmm.
Victor knew when he was touched by the arcane or whatever, merged with it, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
He really believed like a hive mind, single entity society would bring about peace.
Mm-hmm.
And and we only learn that after he technically completes it in another timeline, he tries different ways to achieve this because he realizes that once everyone is on one accord, there's like no desire, there's no drive, there's no uh kind of like way forward. It's just silence.
Yeah.
And
Solitude.
then and that makes you like wonder like what is perfection? You know what I mean? What what
Mm-hmm.
what does it mean? And then he highlighted that even when he tried to do another version of it, like it just led to humans just fighting and conflict and all these bad things. So it really becomes like what is like a solution, or like
Yeah.
where do you go? Where do you go from here knowing all this? And especially him in the future saying like we can't go down this path. Like you
Mm-hmm.
got to stop me because it just leads to like nothing.
Yeah.
Like um and like Jace wanting to use Arcane for like good purposes,
Mm-hmm.
but seeing like that destructive side, seeing like what it could do pretty much to everyone. Like you're trying to make this like nuclear energy work to better society only for potentially it to, annihilate everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them merging and essentially coming to the realization that we've both been touched and enlightened. They just go on and poof off to a whole nother reality.
Yeah.
And I feel like, to be honest, they don't exist in this plane anymore. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like these beings should not be here anymore. They know too much. They will never be a normal person again
Yeah.
in reality. And it sort of reminds me of Heimerdinger, just gonna throw him in.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of Heimerdinger. He was in that alternate reality for like 3 years,
1,000
10 years,
years.
something like that.
He says
Yeah.
1,000.
Oh, was
He
that a
said it.
thousand?
I heard 1,000. I heard
Oh,
it.
I
He was
thought it was
like,
like 1,000 days.
oh, it might have
He
been
was there a
1,000
long
days.
time.
It might have been 1,000 days. I heard 1,000 though.
But it's like that dude is so smart, but even
Yeah.
he realized like I have to just eat this. I have to take
Yeah.
this L. I know I'm smart. I know I could do everything to help this society. I can
Mm-hmm.
apply this knowledge. But even him, he knew like, yo, I can only live in the now, and I'm just gonna just do that. Like I'm just
Mm-hmm.
gonna do that because me worrying about the future past, making everything better, like it ain't gonna help no one.
Yeah.
So
Became
so
Springsteen.
yeah, and what was I gonna say?
My fault.
No, you're
I
good.
had to get that joke off.
Like I said, though Heimerdinger is at least just a super genius. Those
Yeah.
two pretty much got touched by this magic and now know like all these other possibilities and
Mm-hmm.
realities and all. So it's just kind of like I just feel like once you get that type of enlightened,
Yeah.
like you cannot go back. You do not belong there anymore.
Mm.
You have to go to a new reality, start something new, try other things with your buddy who's also enlightened. You know what I mean?
Okay. Very
So
astute.
So overall, I like it. I
Yeah.
like it because deep down, I feel like there's no other way. Like you can't just go back and him be normal writing in a book. Like no,
Mm-hmm.
bro,
Yeah.
you crazy now.
Yeah. Usually when it comes to quote unquote big bads, I'm not a fan of when they try to humanize them, bring them back to reality. Like, nah, they just gotta go, in my opinion. So when Echo first initially like hit him with the time bomb, I guess I don't know what you want to call it, but and we got to see his face again. I was like, oh no, here we go.
Yep.
Here we go. Now he's gonna come back like, oh, I'm sorry. I saw the error in my ways. Now let me refix everything, and you can, do what you want with me now. Like I thought that's where they were gonna go, but nah. We actually got to see how he sees the world and get Jace's perspective on that, because they both had a drive for science, and you could see how it manifested in like obsession with
Yep.
Victor, and then also with Jace, how like he realized like the things, the accolades and the positions that he got, and like how he got to see him and Mel kind of, you know, uh kind of run things, you know what I'm saying? And once that happens, it's like, bro, like where else can we go from here? You know what I'm saying? Like is the um what is the real like purpose for why I'm so smart? You know what I'm saying? Like they was really in a they was really in it together, which is why like I'm glad they went out different, because I agree with you. Like they're never gonna be the same, but neither is anybody that had experienced half the stuff that they did. You know, like nobody from um Echo to Jinx to Caitlyn to Vi, like everybody's gonna be different because of what they experience. And like I wish we could have got a little bit more closure on like what happens with the underground and above ground. Um,
You gotta see that table.
they did get to see it at the table, but like real life though, you know what I'm saying? Because that could still, at the same time, be more so like uh political, in a sense of
Sure.
like they might not really have no power if they don't have enough seats at the table, you know? Because even when she sat down, the one shorty was mean mugging her. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, dog, what you looking at me like that for? Like, I ain't like that. Because they was one of the ones that was like, nah, we don't want no parts of this. We gone in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yes, they got a seat at the table, but, you know, there's still so much more work to do, you know, but that they could do that in 40 seconds or however many minutes they had left in the show before we got our closing remarks from Vi and Caitlyn. Um, but yeah, overall, I'm glad the way that they went about it. Um, I think Victor looked tough though. Like when he transformed, fully transformed, I was like, oh nah, this is a big bad right here. Like,
Yeah, he looked way cooler than I thought. Than in
mm-hmm,
the video game. The video game just looks more robotic and just like a robot scientist type guy.
mm-hmm,
In this one, he looked, he looked like a big bad villain. Like
yeah,
I was worried. I was
yeah.
like, yo, y'all not beating him no more.
Is he super strong in the game too, though, or no?
He's a really strong spellcaster. I would say that.
Okay, okay.
It's just not like he's like up there.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not like OP in my
He's not
opinion.
Yasuo.
Exactly.
That's
Not
the
no
only
Yasuo.
character I know, bro.
But a lot of people like Victor. Is it?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's Jason, Victor. What about uh, Mel and Madarva, mama and
Mm,
daughter? And we can kind of
mm.
throw Caitlyn in there too. Like,
Sure. She was
you
in
know
a
what I'm
little
saying?
squabble.
Yeah, because they did have a moment, but also this whole season, uh, what's name is running things from the shadows, kind of, and being influenced to Caitlyn and her what's the term?
The
Not
Black Rose or
not the Black Rose. That's the spell stuff. I'm talking about like the governmental position that Caitlyn had.
she was command or something.
Yeah, but it wasn't like commander in chief. It was like something military.
Yeah.
So whenever the highest ranking person in the military becomes the leader of the free world, I guess. But mainly because Caitlyn was running off of anger, you know. Um, but yeah, so final arc, she finally proves to her mom she's more than what she thought. I don't even know. I don't even know what the conclusion really is for them
Is the
two.
she is the wolf.
She's the true one. Yeah,
Something
like
like that.
because like their
She
whole
a,
dynamic
she a
was
dog.
weird anyway to me. Because it was like you never really got a straight answer from either one of them until it was too late. I just really want to talk about the whole flip with the spy, I guess, if you want to call it her spy, the redhead, because that was like a crazy reveal. I'm like, yo, who put that nail in there? You know? And
Yeah,
then she got
that
bodied.
was. I was like, I don't even understand. I was like, so there's got to be someone that's done flipped.
Sabotage. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I don't know. Did you catch that initially when she was like peeping in, like listening in the background? Did you ever feel like she was a baddie?
no,
Yeah, I
not at
didn't
all.
either. They got me off
I
guard.
I was not expecting that. I just thought she was getting jealous, which is probably what they thought, what they wanted you to think. You know what I'm saying? Which is like, oh no, y'all are good. Like, how did y'all do that? Because even whenever she handed him the bomb thing initially, and then we finally saw it didn't work and why it didn't work. I'm like, wait, when did that happen? Like, who?
Yeah.
I had to run it back. I was like, who did that? You know? And I was like, oh man, like. And then she tried to hit her with a crazy line after. She was like, "You did keep me warm though." Like,
Yeah.
bro, who are you? First she was glazing, now you just like, you know, you big time.
You was just something for the night. That's all. That's all you was. I was like, yo.
Man. I was like, yo, no wonder you was acting like that, you know? So,
Yeah, but it does remind me of something we talked about last podcast. Like, when it came to this show, they did a really good job of I did not know what to expect next. Like, I could not really ever find the footing to figure out where they're going, what's gonna happen, what's the conclusion for any of their story arcs. Because they kept catching me off guard. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
So even that moment, I mean, it was a blatant like, yo, you actually got me. I did not know who put the nail. I was a little confused. Like, wait, they lost because of this, so it had to be someone. And I was even like, did I like look at my phone and miss a key information? Like,
yeah.
like
I when
feel,
you think about it, the signs are there, but it's just not as like, I saw her do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw her do this, and now she's doing that. Like, there was no like informant type vibe from her. It was more so like, are you sure you want me to leave? I know we like, you know what I'm saying?
you gotta watch those snakes, man. They anywhere.
Bro.
I even gotta go back and see when the mom told her like you know, kind of like watch out.
Yeah, I remember that. She was like, be careful who you keep close or something like that. Like she said basically the same exact line she said in that moment.
That's crazy to say that and like
dang.
plant a snake.
Yeah, but, and like she the one that planted it.
Yeah,
like yo, you are diabolical, bro. Like,
yeah, that's a diabolical move. Like I guess I'll move like that, but it's just like yo, people are like master plotters. Like
yeah, because you could see what's her name? Mbessa. You could see Mbessa from a mile away and like her intentions. Her intention was never really to help Piltover. It was more so to take control of it, to use it for her own war that she's been fighting. But it was more so like everything else behind it. It was just so subtle, and it was just like you had to be big brain to figure that out, bro. You know, and it's like it's weird because it's like this show has a way of being big brain, but not being big brain at the same time. Like all the stuff that they cover, all the stuff that they bring up, is very like, you know, like it's a lot of concepts that everybody can understand. You know what I'm saying? Like even with you know how Vi and Jinx relationship is, and then what they see in Vander and stuff like that. We could talk about that next. But it's just like everything is very like it seemed like they just took all the best things that you can put in a story, and it's like, all right, we're gonna put this one here, put this one there, and then we're gonna build out, and it's all gonna make sense in the end.
Yeah,
you know. And it's like, yo, if they can do this, bro, what Marvel doing, man? Like, you know?
Yeah, bro. I think that's the ultimate thing. It just shows you that you can think more. You
Yeah.
can plan better, and you can have these stories slowly unfold and get to a point where it's like, oh yeah, they gonna be so sad at this part,
Yeah.
and then go all the way to, oh, then we gonna deceive them here. And
Mm-hmm.
it just seems like sometimes they just decide, you know what, we're just gonna get this out of here. We're just gonna get this out on schedule, and it's not the true vision.
Yeah.
And it just seems like it happens so often. So like when a show like this comes around, I just gotta applaud it, bro.
Yeah. Because it's like it's also brings up the conversation of like what it means to like really protect your IP too, and like who you trust it with. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And it seems like, I mean, this is the first show, so
Yeah, but I mean, but Blizzard put out Warcraft the movie, remember? That
no.
one wasn't well. Damn, that
When
one
was
wasn't well
that?
received. That was like 2012, bro. 2013. You can
Yeah,
go watch it on Netflix.
I was not hip.
Um, but yeah, that's essentially the very first Warcraft game. But the
Mm-hmm.
problem with them though is when like you said, protect your IP.
Mm-hmm.
You probably for
Oh, I
Warcraft,
do remember that. I
it's
do
already
remember
a
that
big
now.
game. You
Yeah.
probably go with your best story.
Mm-hmm.
You can always go back if it's successful, but
Yeah.
you probably want to go with your best story to make sure it lands, it sticks. Everyone's like, yo, this should be a movie series. Because
Yeah.
they were saying, let's just start from the beginning. That first story is boring. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's it's cool, but it sets up all the main characters.
Mm-hmm.
Just get to where the main characters are main characters.
Yeah.
And with this, technically League of Legends doesn't have main characters, but they make you like Caitlyn a lot more. They make you like Jinx. I mean, technically Jinx is one of the most popular characters.
Right. Right.
So overall, it's like they waited, and they said, "All right, give me what you got. What kind of story? Artistic? How? Like." It just seems like they did a good job. They did a good job executing it and knowing, like, is this the quality that we want to do?
Yeah.
Because if Arcane don't hit, we can't do no spinoffs. We can't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We can't sell no League of Legends skins.
Yeah. Like I remember when the first season came out, and then they dropped a documentary on how they made it. I was like, oh nah, yeah, they really went crazy with this one. Like to me, it's like with animation, um, it's like you really can't, like you can miss, like if the art for one, if the art's not good, but like it's a certain level of care that you can see with this show that it's just like definitely like sets itself apart from a lot of other projects, and it's just it's an easy watch, bro. Like you could recommend this to anybody anytime. You don't have to play the game. Like
I will say,
what?
from season 1 to season 2, it did seem like they flipped that rated R switch. Like we got bloodier, we got more sexual, we got like I,
It's
I don't remember
2024 though.
I don't remember them having a Wolverine scene, bro, in season 1.
Wolverine.
Like
Oh,
when
when he
he
was slashing.
Warwick, he was
Yeah,
slashing,
like he was
murdering,
going
murking
crazy.
everyone. Like I was
Yeah,
like, yo, they really flipped the switch. They said, yo, this is our last season. We're going crazy.
yeah. But there was no scene and there was no moment that it's like there was never a moment where I was like, oh nah, this is a kitty. Like
Yeah, but like they had arrows going through people's skull and neck, and you know what I mean. Like I don't remember that
bro,
in season 1.
I don't
I
know.
don't remember any scenes like that. Like
I
maybe
don't.
getting knocked out, explosions, but not like
Okay,
this.
so I'll grant you that. I'll grant you that because I am watching the new Batman series on Amazon, and it's severely like less gory. Like there's no blood. Like stuff is kind of it's like throwback almost. Um, I forgot what it's called. It's like the Cape Crusader or something like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's a new version of it, but it's like Batman Year One or Two
Sure.
version of Batman. So like he got tech, but he don't got tech like that. But basically, suffice to say, like all I'm trying to say is like there was a moment when somebody got stabbed in the back, right? And it was just a knife in him. There was no blood
Yeah.
around him, and it was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, okay, we're on Amazon. Okay, I get it. I
Yeah,
can see where this
yeah.
is gonna go. But I maybe I'm just like immune to that because of like watching Chainsaw Man and like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
stuff like that is not. I
Seems
don't
like
I don't
this is
see
the
it like
appropriate
that.
level now.
Yeah, like, but even then, like when youngins get shot in the head, it wasn't like crazy. It was just like
Yeah,
it was a quick
oh yeah.
cut. It was like boom, it happened. Next person. It's like if you blink, you missed it type beat.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's finally talk about the main two characters, Jinx and um Vi, and really, I guess you want to talk about Vander first or last, because I feel
I'll
like his
probably go
part,
Vanner first.
yeah, his part was really not like super crazy, but it was like still sentimental, I guess.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Um, I just like the fact that they were still calling him dad, bro. I was like, oh, like dang, you know what I'm saying? Like that hits you right in the feels for sure. But that upgrade, I was like, dang, how is he still alive? Like, none of this makes sense, you know? But
Mm.
it's the power of the arcane. Um, so like, what would you say to how, I guess, the siblings kind of not met their end, but ended the season
It
because
did kind of feel
nobody
like
no
they were
cry.
leading. Yeah, they did kind of feel like Jinx didn't want to. F- she was pretty much gonna kill herself in the alternate
Mhm.
reality, and it kind of felt like a underlying tone.
Nah, that was this
Uh,
reality.
oh, in this reality,
Yeah,
uh, an underlying tone of most likely she's gonna be the one to go.
yeah.
The only issue I really had with their triangle storyline was clearly Vander like done blew himself up. Clearly Vander already like raged out, hulked out when he went like full red
Yeah,
mode or whatever when Victor died and all his followers got went crazy.
decimated. Yeah.
Um and then he got the upgrade and he looked soulless.
Hmm.
And it's just like it did feel good that they're still calling him dad, but I
Yeah,
think y'all know by now. Like so that
yeah,
last moment I was like, "Vi, you just being dumb." Like
yeah. I was thinking
you're just
that same thing. I was like, yo, this is your fault. All you had to do was
yeah,
jump to that ledge. Like,
yeah, so like it is that a little bit too much story? Like they're
hmm,
trying to get another heartstrings, maybe because deep down it wasn't as impactful as the end of Act 2,
yeah, for sure.
and they were trying to go for that with Jinx, but deep down it's kind of like
Yeah.
we knew she wasn't gonna live, but for Jinx, nobody. You you
Hmm.
you, you never know. She could have done rocketed away, or
Hmm.
but they do a good job on this show of showing like, most likely this character is dead. So
Yeah.
most likely Jinx, Vi had to let go of Jinx, finally,
Hmm.
and yeah, Vander is 100% gone. Like,
Well, oh yeah, his consciousness. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, because they
Because
even
it,
had
it
a
faded.
scene
It
of it
faded
burning.
away. Yeah, it
Yeah,
faded away. And I was like, oh man, like it's done. You know.
yeah. So it was good. It was just kind of like more expected. Like that one was
Hmm.
much more expected.
Yeah.
And Vi, it's all your fault. You suck. I can't believe you got your
Hmm.
sister killed.
Yeah.
Did you have
It's
any different take on that? Like, or do you
no.
kind of feel
I
like it
said the
was like,
same thing when it happened,
okay,
but it was more so like when it was over. I was like, okay, poetic justice. Like that's how you end it off, while saying like that's how you show us that it's over.
yeah,
Like there's not going to be a season 3. You know
yeah,
what I'm
killing
saying?
Jinx
Like,
off is pretty
yeah.
a dagger to the show, really.
Hmm. Exactly. But other than that, like I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it, but it was still like, bro, like y'all you acting dumb again. Like, come on now.
Mhm.
Um, I think as far as like them two, like I don't want to. It's rekindling, but at the same time, like recognizing, like yo, like we can't quit each other. You know,
Yeah,
like just as much as like as much as I might hate what you did, and like we both made mistakes and stuff like that, and like because when Jinx, like she got traumatized when she was a kid, so it's like you really started all of this, even though like she was a kid, but like you didn't have to treat her like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Um, but so much has happened. So like Jinx has done so many crazy things, and the fact that with the jail scene, not the one that y'all thinking about. But the jail scene when Vi first came and quote unquote broke her out and ended up getting trapped, I was like, okay, like you're really willing to, let the past go, and like you can see Jinx for who the people see her to be, not necessarily who she thinks she is, because obviously like you're still not necessarily seeing her and seeing the pain that she's in, the reason why she's doing all this stuff. You kind of just want to like still use her,
Mm.
you know? So it's like, as much as I want to say that like they kind of rekindled things, I still feel like Vi still never really understood Jinx, you know? Because Vi is more like she kind of just like crashes out, but like crashes out mentally versus like Jinx crashing out physically. You know, like once she made a decision, like that's it, nothing else matters. Like I can only see this thing one way, and it's going to take
Mm.
so much of work to like kind of rewind and like reverse engineer what really happened and how I really feel about it. And they just didn't have enough time to do that. So it's like, nah, we got to have her fully jump in, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily a betrayal to the character, but it's just like, to me, you had to, you know, kind of pull some punches, you know? How do you feel about their dynamic towards the end?
I mean, I agree to an extent that like it did kind of feel like Vi was just kind of the same. Like, just stop. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably have to watch it again to see that she entirely kind of like feel bad for all that. But
hmm
it kind of felt like that this season they were trying to like wrap it up with the whole Vander arc that like, hey, everything's
hmm
actually okay. Like, dad's still here type thing. Because that
Yeah.
was pretty much the main thing that done messed everyone up. Like
When that happened.
Vander Vander died. Jinx thought she saved everyone, but really she didn't.
hmm
Um, and Vi pretty much left her there,
Yeah.
and then essentially she finds solitude with was it
Silco.
Silco?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like with Vander back for a little bit, it gave them that little bridge. But
hmm
overall, like you're saying, they never got to really mend it or fight through those demons in time.
Yeah.
But
Just
it kind of feels like a
self-sacrifice.
yeah, like kind of feels
So
like Jinx was like it's okay, like you gotta let me go, and like
yeah.
they would have reconciled, but
Yeah.
Jinx kind of knows that it just didn't happen. You know,
It's
we
almost
just
like stolen valor. Like we knew what y'all wanted to do, but it's like it's not the same. Like it just don't. It's just not cut like that. Still, like
yeah.
um. But yeah, okay. Uh, the other thing was the
We still
alternate
got
reality.
Echo. We
That's what I was
still
about to
got
get to.
Echo.
So the alternate
Okay.
reality. Um, because that version of Jinx, or should I say Powder, was pretty different. You know, like very unsure, very like I want things to stay the exact same. Don't want to use my talents, even though like I'm way smarter than I portray. But like I just want us to be together and you know just live a good life, the life my sister wanted for me. You
Mhm.
know, how fast did you guess that Vi was dead?
Oh, really fast, really
Yeah,
fast.
me too. I was like, oh, she's not even here. Once I
Like
saw
it's
everybody else there, I was like, oh yeah, somebody dead.
yeah. It was like everything's too good in this universe, you know.
hmm
Um, but yeah, I mean they introduced it pretty quick though, I would say, but it just felt off immediately. Like something in
hmm
the universe would be different, and was quite surprising that it was by.
Yeah. Um. Okay. So Echo, I really like this part of um this part of the episode or act or whatever, because I've been sitting here wondering how the heck Echo gets his powers this whole time.
Yeah.
You know, and like how and why is he here, basically?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, okay, yes, he can be a student if he wants to be, but it's like, how smart are you really? You know,
Mm.
to be able to like really, I was looking at you like, oh no, he really just like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole time, like he's just different. Like he got his own crew, got his own treehouse. You know, like he for the people, and he just wants the best. And now, once we stopped looking at him looking out for everybody else, and kind of got to dig deeper into his character and like what his life could have been like, if things turned out different. And even though we were still dealing with like the regular versus reality of him as far as like his personality and what he knows to be true, it's still interesting to see like him kind of work through being present, essentially, to kind of see his future. I don't know. Trying to make it sound deep, but it's really not that deep. So what did you think of Echo's whole arc?
Yeah, well, the first thing is he Echo a dog. He a dog. This man saw Jinx, now Powder,
Yeah.
and was ready to murder her, defend himself, everything. And then quickly he was like, "Oh, you different? Hey, scoot on over.
Yeah.
What's your
But
name
they
is?"
was
I
like
was
that as
like,
kids though
"Yo,
too. Like
yo,
they was
this man
like
a
this as
dog.
kids, bro. They was
Nah,
like this, bro.
this man a hornball." I was like,
Oh
"Bro,
my, nah.
he
She
went to
was
another
throwing it at him,
reality."
bro. She was throwing it
Yeah,
at him.
and Echo was like, "I'ma catch it. I'ma catch it."
If it fall in your
But
lap, it's a blessing. It's like,
yeah,
nah. He
exactly.
showed
But
some restraint, bro. You can't say that. He showed some. He's like, wait, hold up.
I don't know. After he made that mural, they cut away real quick. He a dog. Anyway,
Dang, see what they do. See how they do the black man, bro. They just put him in the doghouse already. That's crazy. He can't even
but
experience an alternate reality.
it was kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was a really like emotional episode and really cool to see like a glimpse of what could have been, because
Yeah,
technically that's ultimately what happened if they never discovered the arcane or hex tech.
yeah.
Uh, what the world would be like, and like so much
If the job
change.
went bad, essentially.
Yeah. Um. So it was really good to see that, but ultimately, Echo deep down wanted to go back, and to see everything they're doing for it to go back, and then even potentially like Heimerdinger's brain getting like exploded and everything,
Mm-hmm.
them messing up and him saying only 4 seconds, and then ultimately choosing to go back to his trash reality. Like you done got the girl in this one. You could have stayed there. You don't have to go back. He decides, I gotta be a hero. I gotta go back. I gotta save my reality.
Yeah.
There are a little bit of hints that there are some people that have like better lives, or that are in his crew.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of maybe reminded him like, yo, I have to go back. Like I have to help.
Mm-hmm.
Um, But for him to make that decision to go back, and then he gets dropped right there to pretty much stop Victor. Uh, it's
Yeah.
amazing. Like that's just a hero, bro. Like that. Like you already are in a whole nother reality. Potentially don't even know how to get back. And
Yeah.
Heimerdinger just says like, bro, take the night off, enjoy it. And it just reminds me of like that rest save point before the final boss battle of a
It's
game.
definitely a good change of pace, I think.
And then boom, you come back. Heimerdinger's like, "Yo,
It's
it's time
time.
to
It's
go."
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to get active, bro.
Yeah. So it's just amazing. It's a really good story. Good change of pace, and yeah, I was wondering the same thing. When does Echo get his powers, or if he would get his powers at all?
Yeah. And technically
Because
he doesn't have powers. He got a
yeah,
gene. So
yeah. But like in the video game, it's like,
yeah, he
yo,
got powers.
yeah, I was wondering the whole time, Heimerdinger, go make a little turret thing. Let me
Mm-hmm.
just go see something, but. Echo Story is really good, and they amped up his runtime, and it was well deserved and
Yeah.
needed.
Yeah. It was another thing. Oh, so what did you think about like the fact that like when it was time for him to go back, you saw the split of him and then that version of him, like the two different versions of him.
That made sense to me. The
Yeah.
only confusing part for me was like the Heimerdinger one,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know how it works, and I guess chat and everyone in the
Metaphysics.
comment section can explain it. Because how did Heimerdinger get there? Was there another Heimerdinger already in the universe? Right? Like he has to be.
So yeah, so like we don't know because it's like it's a time loop, right? So we don't know when or where each person ended up on the loop. Whereas like Jace ended up at the end,
Sure.
Heimerdinger ended up closer to the beginning.
Yeah, but
And
Heimerdinger should be in that city still, I would assume.
yeah, like as long as he got a body to transfer to, yeah, like because I
Yeah,
think it's
so
more consciousness than
I guess that was the ultimate question. Like, did Heimerdinger just inhabit the younger Heimerdinger body,
yeah.
or is this a totally different Heimerdinger and there is still Heimerdinger running
No,
around?
I think it was like they inhabited their body,
Okay, and then
like
whenever, uh,
consciousness.
yeah, so but when he went back, who's Heimer? You know what I mean? Like, who's
Yeah,
Heimerdinger now?
Heimerdinger's Yoda. You know,
Huh?
like we don't know. He's a mystery, bro.
Bro, what?
He's Yoda, bro. He's literally Yoda. Like I don't know what you want me to
Yeah,
tell you. Like
yeah.
he
I think that was
knows
the only
all,
confusing part.
and yeah,
It made me wonder, like,
it makes sense to me that
did
he disappeared. I'll say that because when the whole point of making it so that you only go 4 notches or whatever was that he saw him explode initially. So when he maxed it out and turned on the jets essentially with his new add-on to the original machine, it only makes sense that when he makes that connection, like it's gonna be a super powerful connection. My more confusing thing was why Jinx didn't react to Heimerdinger being disintegrated. You know,
by
because she's
who?
why Jinx didn't or why Powder didn't react when Heimerdinger disappeared. You know,
I mean, I
like
think
she
she
was
was
just
just
cool
more.
with it. Like she was just cool with it. Like I don't know.
I mean, I think she was more like she sees like Echo is another person. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
because I
this
think
Echo.
they was already together before he got there.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's why he was like, "Oh, can we act like this was the first time?" You know,
yeah.
he's not a dog, bro. Let us know in the comments: is Echo a dog, and what kind of dog is he?
A
Gruff.
pit bull. A pit bull.
Dang, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, is there anything else that we should talk about? Caitlyn and did we talk about Caitlyn and Vi yet?
Not really, but
What is there to say other than they really like each other, bro?
yeah,
Like,
they really like it. True love conquers all. They survived the
yeah.
series, and they're together, reminiscing, and they're just gonna rebuild Piltover.
Yeah. I really did like Vi's whole black hair arc though.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause she was just like going through it, bro. Like, not the fact that she was going through it, but like she was working things out her own way. And you can see the big dude, I forgot his name, but he looks like Vander a little bit. Um he was
I
kind
forgot
of
his name
just
too.
like watching over her as she was fighting and stuff, but like you really be boxing though, you know? And I just think like it was funny, that little add on. It was like I just gotta let you know I've been with someone. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Vi was like, hey what? We here now. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? What are we talking about?
Mhm.
I didn't see Caitlin's eye get poked out though. Like I guess it happened in the fight when she was fighting Mbessa.
Yeah,
But I
most
didn't see
likely.
the
I think
part where
about it.
it got slashed. Maybe it's just injured and not a full eye patch. Like she might just got a scar now. or what, because I don't remember it getting like poked. You know,
Yeah.
I was kind of more paying attention more to Mel, who we haven't really talked about, but like, what the heck, bro? Mel is OD powerful out of nowhere.
I mean, she was unstoppable, man. She was walking through the battlefields every time.
Yeah,
And I was like,
like
yo, like that's a true war general. Like just
yeah,
I'm gonna just glide through this battlefield, scoop scoop.
the fact that she was
Like
just able to parlay like that, you know.
she was blocking the shots from Caitlyn from afar, powered up
Hmm.
Hextech gun. Like I was like, damn, she's too strong.
Yep. And then also like the whole Black Rose thing, she overpowered that thing with ease. And
Oh, you're talking about Mel Mel.
yeah, who are you talking about?
I was talking about her mom.
Oh, oh, she did that because she had the
Yeah,
little rune
was
things.
she was tough. Tough. Mel was just
Yeah,
blessed by the arcane, bro. She just
yeah.
too strong. She was pretty much the OP trump card. Like it
Hmm.
didn't even matter. She had the move. She could defeat
Yeah, all the
everyone.
light
The
and the
ultimate
drip.
force fields. I was like, all right.
Yeah. Yep. Anybody else? Anybody else? Did we miss anybody? Oh, the doctor got his daughter back, and
Yeah,
then I was super confused at that. I'm like, what am I looking at right now? Like,
yeah. Just
you
a little
know,
side story.
yeah. So does that person become anything? I don't know.
I mean that person is singed, but it doesn't seem like it. They're
You
just
mean
showing another.
singed?
That's the character's name.
Oh, not the
Later.
doctor's name. I'm talking about the doctor's daughter name.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
does
know
she
that.
become
I think that was just
OD
a.
powerful now or what?
I didn't think that was a lead character at all.
Yeah, it's crazy
I may
that
have to
all
look.
these youngins are in the game.
Yeah, I may have to look it up to see if it's like an adult version, and maybe
Yeah,
I'm not like connecting it. But um, yeah.
it's interesting, bro. W show, man.
And last thing, like, so I had to take a breath
Okay.
and try to think about it. So I just went along with Arcane was just pretty much magic. Like it's like
Hmm.
a dimension that allows you to tap into magic.
Yeah.
Uh, because it's the word arcane was quite confusing, and I don't know if the show actually fully explained it for me.
Hmm.
Uh, did you have an explanation for it?
I initially thought Arcane was an entity, and that entity was the girl that was with Victor, and she was like guiding him throughout, like the girl that Victor exploded,
Yeah, yeah.
but she became like a thing in his mind, essentially with him, like walking with him and doing all the things. But really, I thought that was the Arcane initially, and it just took the form of somebody he loved and was going to eventually flip on him, you know. But then when she's disintegrated too, I was like, wait, okay, so maybe Arcane is not like a thing. It's just matter. It's just something that exists, and it's something that is like it's powered to be like wielded, essentially,
Yeah.
like it's a tool. So you can either use it for
Okay, so
good
you
or
thought it was
bad.
something like an entity at first, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That was like in the shadows, kind of orchestrating everything, kind of like what the Black Rose thing was initially. Of
Hmm.
how like, oh, like, nah, eventually Victor's gonna recognize like, oh, like I've been controlled by the hive mind, and the hive mind is the Arcane. And it's like,
Sure,
no, I
sure.
gotta break away. This is the only way we can do it, Jace. All right, teamwork,
Yeah.
mega dap, you know, best
Yeah, because
handshake of
it
all
was just
time.
weird when Victor was like, "Oh, you've been touched by the arcane." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Bro, y'all gonna explain that?" So it just seems
talking
like
over our
to
heads.
me, yeah, like it's like the magic realm knowledge or something
Yeah,
like otherworldly magic that
yep.
I guess controls everything. Like,
I would have thought that Heimerdinger would have had a better explanation for it by the time we got here, but when he got kicked out, essentially, you know, I guess he kind of just like put all his energy into his music. You know,
yep, real life. That's what he did.
crazy.
Heimerdinger, best character in the show. There we go. Hey,
I don't know about that. But let us know who your favorite character is. Chrissy, do you have a favorite character? We talked about that yet or no?
I mean,
I
my
think we
favorite character
did.
probably would stay Jinx.
Yeah.
Um, I just like Jace's and Victor's storyline, but I would
Yeah.
still
We
say
did
Jinx.
talk about this last time.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is definitely between Jinx, Echo, and Jace. Because Jace was like late though. Like Jace started dropping bars late. Initially, I was not rocking with Jace because he just seemed like he was just out here like, nah, I'm finna go get this bag real quick, you know? Because I know like this is good for society, but also good for my pockets. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So, but when he started dropping them out, like I need them quotes, bro, soon. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like they just picked all the right words. Like it's crazy how that happens, bro. Like even like in shows like this, because a lot of times I'll be watching something and it'll say a line, and then I'm like, then I'll say what I think the next line is gonna be, and I'm right. I'm like, oh, I'm a genius. You know, like that's how I feel. And then when they don't say it, I'm like, what? I would have said this, you know, like that's just how my
Rewrite
brain
that.
works. Yeah, that's how my brain works. But with this, it was like I was not expecting him to say all that, you know, like he really came out the mud, bro.
He
Because I
did.
was like, yo, how the heck did he break his kneecap and then climb a cliff?
He Batman that thing.
That's what I said too. I was like, yo, he's really Batman, bro. Like, what the heck, yo? How are you that strong? You know, I would have stayed down there. The fact that he
But,
survived there.
I mean, Victor even said that he was like the only one who was this like determined
Mm-hmm.
in all realities or something like that. Like
Yeah.
Jace,
Like he done
he's like
tried
that.
it so many times. Did you know that was gonna be Victor in the end? I thought it was gonna be Jace
I
again.
didn't. I thought it was either Jace or Victor. I felt like Victor was just a little too on the nose because of the staff.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe it's Jace in the future, and it's that staff was his hammer, like whittled down after years.
Yeah. They
So
did try to give Victor Messiah vibes.
and then the dude had time traveling. That was crazy. I didn't want to like wrap my head around how's that even possible. Like Victor was just like, all right, I'm gonna send you back. Boop. I was like, bruh,
Oh, yeah.
what is going on? Like, you could just time travel. You could send anyone anywhere. Okay. All right, Victor. I guess that's a power.
I still don't understand that though.
I don't know.
You know?
I chalk it up to just years of knowledge, and you can just tell time travel people. I don't know. Whatever.
Or he didn't time travel and Jace is the only one that time traveled.
Yeah, but Victor opened it up.
Huh?
Remember when Victor sent
I thought
Jace
he
back?
touched the thing. Oh, at the end.
Yeah,
When he
then.
sent him when he like at the end of that moment. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
just like, okay, I'm just gonna skirt past the fact that
Yeah.
Victor knows how to open up time portals, but whatever.
But
Like,
he's all powerful now though. Like at that point, like he done did the thing, you know?
I guess you know what
So
I
that gives
mean.
it I mean, Echo could time travel. I guess he can figure it out too.
Yeah,
You know?
that's what I'm saying. Like, he's able to somehow open up a time portal, but he can't go himself. He can't. I don't know. I wasn't trying
There's
to dig too deep on it.
yeah. Yeah.
He can just do it,
I don't
bro.
know.
He just
Maybe if he went back, he wouldn't be the same. It would just be a cycle.
yeah.
Like he was saying that it was a cycle. Or something that he can't do himself, maybe. I don't know. But second
Could
thing.
have helped the
Second
brother
to
out and just went
last
down to the
thing.
hole, teleported him out there.
I could not help but think after Jace blasted Victor the first time, he did not learn from Thor. He should have went for the head, bro.
Oh yeah.
Should have aimed for the head because
Jace don't miss, bro.
he did that time.
Oh, he killed him. He got him. Remember he got wrapped in the cocoon and then they had to use Warwick's blood to heal him back up.
Yeah, but he wasn't in that cocoon at first though.
What you mean?
I thought he got blasted and then the cocoon formed around him after that. Because he was already in a dome thing. Because the Warwick was in a dome too.
Yeah, so I thought Jace did hit him.
He
Pretty much
did. He put
died.
a hole in him. Yeah.
They put him in that little cocoon thingy and then fed him the Warwick blood to
Okay.
kind of like
So
revive him. And
yeah.
then the ultimate his body, his last form is the results afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They Majin Buu'd him.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So Jace don't miss. I mean, I guess he should have just
it
shot him
wasn't
again.
It wasn't enough though, obviously.
I mean,
if he didn't have the venom stuff or whatever they used.
Yeah, like I mean that is confusing because he defeated him, but then he went straight to destroying the thing that, like, kind of like disarming the nuke. Like I done killed the person who's trying to set it off, but I'm also go disarm the nuke immediately. And just so happened, Victor's like, "Yo, I'm back," and Jace was like, "Yep, I expected it." Like, man, you don't quit.
I'm weak, but yeah, man, we already gave our scores, so can't do that. But let us know what y'all think of Arcane in the comments section. Are you going to do the double back and rewatch the first season, or are you going to be out there hoping for season 3 like me? But yeah, that's all. I think that's all we got, right? You got anything else before we gonna get out of here?
Nope, good stuff, man.
All right, man. What you geeked about?
I'm geeked about seeing Wicked. I didn't get a chance to see it this weekend, but man, all I heard at work was how amazing it was.
Really?
All I heard was it was so amazing. Sort of spoiled already, but
yeah, same.
I really can't wait to experience it. It's gonna be probably a packed theater on tomorrow or Friday. If the theater should be open Friday, but because of the holidays, I'm sure a lot of people are gonna end up going to see it. So I'm really excited to see that. And then I believe Moana 2 is also coming out, so I might get a chance to do a back-to-back.
Filling all my answers, bro.
Moana I have not seen a lot of trailers. I have not heard a lot of rumors of it. I did not even remember it was coming out for real this month. Like, I think you mentioned it a few pods ago, and I was like, dang, I forgot.
Yeah.
So I'm worried about that. If you don't hear any rumbles or you don't see nothing, it makes me wonder, like, is this the cash grab?
I'm seeing stuff. You ain't looking.
Okay, good. So,
I don't know. I'm not saying that it's gonna be good or bad. I'm just saying, like, I be seeing the trailer all the time. Like, it pop up for me all the time. And also, like, the live action one too. I've seen first images of that. Yeah.
Moana?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bet.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, that's it. I already stole G. So, what you geeked about, G?
So I think I said Moana last week too. But Gladiator 2, bro. That Joan was pretty good. It was like your standard sequel. Like, I didn't come out the theater like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this just happened, da 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 da. But I was like, nah, that was good, And all I gotta say is, like, bro, Denzel Washington is like that.
Hey.
But that's something we already knew. And then other than that, Black Friday sales is going crazy. So I got some new games on the way.
Oh.
Yeah, one of them already downloaded. But I got some business to handle first before we get into those.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Couple strategies on the way. We're gonna do a strategy session one of these days with the stream team, and we're gonna figure out what we're finna do soon. But yeah. There's that, and then what else? Oh, Oppenheimer is on Prime. I'm gonna finally watch that. Still, I'm not gonna go see Wicked, bro. I'm gonna just keep it 100. I'll watch it when it comes out on streaming. But I've only heard good things about it. Probably, yeah. It'll have to be, I think. I saw like not a preview of it, but like a conversation while I was in the
Okay.
theater to see Gladiator 2, and looks like they really did it. Like I was like, oh, they wasn't playing when they got that joint. So I never seen the play or anything, so I don't really know what's gonna happen. But the trailer seems pretty cut and dry. But other than that, that's all I really know. And I feel like there was one more thing. We got Craven. I said that already.
Oh, Craven.
Oh, I know what it is. So, y'all didn't know. We are the champions. We are the champions. ChrisyLite is the loser, but we are the champions. Between the Commanders and the Cowboys
of the week.
Oh man, if y'all not watching, bro, I got my Micah jersey on. You know what I'm saying? Got my Cowboys hat on. You know what I'm saying? And,
you know what I mean? I had it on backup. You know what I mean?
Bro.
The W's are coming. You know, we done goofed.
I can't. Chris, I'll let you cook. When y'all was on y'all run. But y'all on a losing streak now. You know why?
Why?
Because y'all lost to us. Okay? The Cowboys going to win the Super Bowl in 2026.
Oh no!
Not this year. Next year. But
oh no!
As long as we beat the Washington Football Wizards, everything is good in the world. You know what I'm saying? I was sat on here and said on this podcast, like, yo, what if we win? Like what?
I was in on stream. I was not. Nah.
That was on stream.
That was on stream. Yeah.
Well, I said it.
Yo,
Chris is my witness. You know. And man, we rode all the way up there to watch your team lose, bro.
Yeah, they didn't play that day. That's the one team you can't play bad against. I'm not gonna lie, in the area.
And
the area
will go crazy.
Yep.
Our whole team hurt, except Turpin. Turpin hit the spin move on you.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is they play bad, but they played some 3D chess on y'all, some 4D chess. They said, "Yo, no Shador, no Travis Hunter, no running backs. Y'all gonna run it back with the same squad next year." That's what they said. They said, "Oh, Shador on his way to the Cowboys, Hunter's on his way to the Cowboys, Genty on the way to the Cowboys." All that talk is gone. Off of
one win, bro. We still have the rest of the season to lose.
Y'all about to win this week too. Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
we pulling the plug. It's like, nah,
bro. We talked about
10.
all the draft content.
Top 10. I said top 10 though.
Oh no, y'all picking 15 now.
Nah,
y'all them boys. Way. Y'all them boys.
No way.
Yeah.
You can't go outside like that, bro. You can't go outside like that.
Y'all gonna give Dak the same team. 2025 season, here we come.
Y'all lost, bro. You gotta hold that.
Hey.
I was walking out of Gladiator, bro, and it was like, "Hey, man, nah, you gotta get out of here. You gotta get out. I can't even look at you right now because I had my jersey on and I wasn't even watching the game because I knew it was gonna happen. I knew he was gonna win. You know what I'm
saying? Oh, he talking extra. He talking. I knew. Okay.
If anybody can lose,
send in the parlay next week. Send in the parlay. He know what the Cowboys gonna do, y'all. He know what the boys gonna do.
I'm not parlay man, but hey, Prize Picks hit the phone lines. Let us know what's good, bro.
We available.
Pick the over.
Yep. Pick the over.
Oh man, yeah. But I had to do it. It was all right. I couldn't wear my jersey all season.
Yep, it was time. It was time.
But yeah,
you got for Thanksgiving too.
Nah, we gotta lose the rest of these games, bro.
Nah, bro. Y'all gotta keep it up. Y'all gotta keep it going.
They know what's up. They knew we only had to beat y'all.
No, not 9-8 season coming up,
bro.
Y'all them boys.
Yeah, it's gonna be riding high, and it's like, oh wait, no, we're still bad actually.
Nah, y'all.
But playing the Giants though, that's gonna be a hard game to lose, man. That's gonna be a hard game to lose, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
Y'all are like that. Y'all them boys. Just give it to CD. You know.
I mean, Giants is going through it right now. Like the whole team giving up on them, and sent the quarterback
Giants
away.
traded away. Left their quarterback away to make sure they get Shador.
Well, that's just one pick, though. That's just one pick, bro. You know,
like I said, all that Cowboy talk about Shador done ended. Like
I've been said that wasn't gonna be a thing, though. I've been said that.
Yeah.
You know, like once I saw like where, like, because I feel like to me, the initial talk was the fact that like they thought Shador was gonna fall in the draft because these other quarterbacks were supposed to be so good, but now Quentin Ewers, Beck, all these young buns now, like, they're no longer great. So now Shador rose up the thing, and it's like, wait, nah, we're not gonna get the first pick, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be in the mix though. We're gonna be in the mix. That's all I got to say. Okay. But this is not a sports podcast. I just had to let y'all know what's up, man. Keep y'all up to date. We still winning.
Yeah, we'll circle this back later, y'all. We'll circle it back.
Yeah. See how long y'all losing streak go.
Nah, we done with that. We done with that.
Y'all even know how to break a losing streak, bro.
We need a bye
week. That's how
week.
good y'all was doing. That's how good y'all was doing. Like,
we need the bye week, bro. We need to think.
James Daniels don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah, he need just a timeout, bro. He needed to just breathe, relax. Nah. Hey, RG did go on a 7-win streak. Right? Maybe he did his rookie year. That's great.
Rookie juice, bro. All right, that's gonna do it for the podcast, man. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Let us know what you thought in the comment section below, and we'll catch y'all next week. Stay geeked. Peace.
Later, y'all.